What's up, USA? USA's number one. Can you hear me? Got audio? Thanks for coming back. God Goes Fishing. For Christians, Muslims, normal people, atheists, God fishes for everybody. I'm fishing. I'm fishing for people that want to talk about God. I'm fishing for good people, bad people, middle people, people that don't know who the fuck they are, people that think they know who they are. I love people that think they know who they are. I love overconfident, egotistical people. They can use some humbleness in their life. I've been humbled a lot. Yeah, I painted that. I'm an abstractor. I'm an abstractor. Welcome to God Goes Fishing. Everybody come on in. The message got clear today. God talked to me this morning. He said, don't pull a gun out and kill yourself. I said, God, I lost my family. My kids don't even wish me a happy birthday. I don't want to be here. I'm ready to come back as a surfer now. Let's call it over. It's even. I call it even, God. I did my job. You did yours. Take me. Take me home. Take me home tonight. Tomorrow I want to wake up in Hawaii with a pair of shorts, a bar of wax, and a sweet tri-fin 6'4" surfboard so I can shred on pipeline. I want to shred pipeline as a goofy footer. Goofy footers were made for pipeline. But then I prayed to God. He said, you're doing it wrong. You've been doing it wrong. Tell him about the Bible. Tell him about the night we had together. Tell him the night that I put you on your knees. You were high on cocaine as you could get. And you sat with me for 3 hours and opened my whole life up. He said, yeah, you did a lot of bad things, but a lot of bad things were done to you. And you kept happy through it all. I said, is that my gift, God? He said, that's your talent, boy. Spread that happiness. I need you to spread that happiness. I said, am I a prophet, God? He said, of course you are. You've always been one. Made people laugh, shared joy of love while you were homeless, confused, mental illness hospital. All you did was tell people about God's love the whole time. I said, that's all I knew. That's the truest form. That's the only real thing I know in life. I know God. I know God better than a lot of other people. I gave him everything. 2016, I gave him my business. I gave him my heart. He gave me a box of love. He gave me a message. He gave me a PhD in the Bible. Pretty happy dude. Satisfied. Happy. No questions here. Life makes sense to me. We live, we struggle, we overcome, we help each other, we love each other. Then we die and we come back as a raccoon surfer. I want to be a surfing raccoon when I come back. You all aren't ready for that yet. You all aren't ready for Jay to come back as a surfing raccoon yet. God's going to keep me up in heaven a few years. Thanks, riders. Heaven's on earth, people. Heaven is right here on earth. All the answers are here. All the people are here. Great people are here. Great people are here. People with good experience and love. Thanks, riders. Don't forget, God over us equals one. Religion over us does not equal one. Religion over people does not equal one. God over everything is one. Stop dividing people. Stop judging people. Stop looking down on people. Help people, especially when they're in the wrong religion. Help people that think religion. I love you too, riders. Tell a stranger you love them today. Hey, I love you. Whoa! Are you a freak? No, I just use strong words. I'm bipolar. My dictionary is made up of strong words, bad words, really good words, but that I'm a prophet from God. I claim it. I identify with it. You new culture should understand that want to identify as a woman or a man or a frog. I identify as God's prophet. What's the big holdup here? You can be whatever you want to be. Mom said I could be an astronaut. God said I could be a preacher. Religion says I can't without a degree. I got a degree in preaching. I've been around the world. I've seen the bad shit. Seen some really good shit. Seen some horrible shit. I've seen a little boy disturbed and troubled and beat and hated on. A little boy, 5 years old, with wires in his head because he was emotional and wouldn't talk to people. Wouldn't let it out. He held it in. He held it in while they beat him, traumatized him, confused him, had sex with him. He held it all in. One night it all came out. Jesus took me through the Bible for 5 hours, and I found a white light hidden in that book. I found a white light in that book. And the comforting arm of God took me up to that white light and showed me my whole life at 20 years old in a Navy barracks in Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. I was all alone. He said, "Good job, boy. Good job. I've been beating the shit out of you since I took your daddy in 1963. I gave you every hell's road you could walk, son. And all you did was laugh at me the whole time. I threw hurricanes at you, homelessness at you, dropped out of high school at you, failed university acting career at you. I took it all away and you kept laughing at me. God, you're a funny kid. Damn, did I put a strong soldier down there on earth. Damn, did that boy put up with me. My God worships me. I worship my God. Christians don't understand that. My God worships me. He made me a strong sailor. Smooth seas never made a strong sailor. I've been sailing around. I've been sailing around this life a long time. I like my white beard. It shows I've been through it. Gotta cry, man. I'm emotional. That's my spirit. That's your spirit. It's not some crazy woman's act, crying. That's not some crazy, helpless woman. That's a man. You're listening to a grown fucking man. You're listening to a grown man. I never cried when they beat me. I laughed at them. You ain't touching me. I won't let you see me hurt. You won't see this hurt. I held it in. And it almost exploded my heart a few times. Killed my dad. Heart attack. I should have died of a heart attack. But then I'm happy too. I'm bipolar. I go from crying to, hey, what's up? Man, I did a study the other day on a frog. And I was judging how far he could jump, right? So I said, jump, frog, jump. And he jumped 6 feet. So I cut one of his legs off. And then I said, jump, frog, jump. And the frog jumped 4 feet. So I cut another leg off. I said, jump, frog, jump. And he jumped 2 feet. Well, I cut his last leg off. I said, jump, frog, jump, frog, jump. So I documented on my scientific journal that frog with no legs can't hear. What's up with my cricket today? What's my cricket doing? You got a day off, girl? I hope you get them, brother. I hope you get to go in and serve your country. Coffee! I'm out of alcohol. I can't make coffee. Assalamu alaikum, my Muslim brother. Assalamu alaikum, my Muslim brother. Aloha to my Hawaiian family. Aloha to my Hawaiian family. Man, I loved it over there. I was a haole boy, they didn't care. 'Cause I could surf pretty good. The Navy left me in Hawaii and I became a better surfer than I left Florida in. Oh, Heidi Camellia, Heidi Camellia, Heidi Camellia. I'm on a river, the Intercoastal in South Florida, Stuart, Florida. Let me take the phone. I'll show you around real quick. Hold on. There's my stove, my hats, my bench. Starry, starry night, my daughter and me. My guitar. Home is where the anchor drops. Got a new fan sitting over me. There's Tori's favorite double wide trailer park. Here's my fishing poles. You guys want to see some catfish? If I get to 10 likes, we'll feed the catfish. We're at 5 likes. I need 5 more likes, and we'll take the little friskies, and you all see some catfish. 5 likes. Can I get a 6? Can I get a 6 like? Don't you all want to see some catfish? Morning, Jason. How you doing, man? Well, since you're here, Jason, I guess I should tell you that I wanted to end my life this morning. None of my children wished me a happy birthday. And I didn't know why I'm out here living on this sailboat, and my message was distorted and unclear, and I didn't know what to do. And I cleaned up. I put all my laundry in a bag. I put all my laundry in that bag. I straightened up my desk a little bit. And I laid down right on this bench, and I prayed to God, and I said, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't want to live anymore. This is bullshit. Got to ride a dinghy into the dock, and it's hot here. What do I do? He goes, I've been trying to tell you, man, start preaching. Your message has got to get out there. He goes, start with your Bible. He said, start with your Bible. Be busy. Serve your master. So I pulled up James 5, and I remember the verse, serve your master. Don't be of many masters. I've been too many masters, drinking beer, going into the dock, feeding squirrels, and I'm supposed to be on this boat teaching you all how to get a PhD in this book. A pretty happy dude. I'm a PhD. I got a master's, baccalaureate. I got dyslexia. And I realized this is my mathematical formula. What over us equals 1. Religion over us does not equal 1. God over all of us equals 1. And I found religion to be the worst problem we have. Thanks, Jason. But the point is, I forgot to talk to God about it. And my spiritual advisor, Ozzy, he's my apostle. He always reminds me to talk to God. Well, that's the problem. When you think you're God, you forget to ask the main God if you're doing the right thing. So I'm just a prophet, right? I'm just a prophet. And he woke me up, and I've been preaching for 3 or 4 hours, you know? Hold on, Levi. What are you talking about? Fearless Fox. Fearless Fox. Oh, you had to kill a plant? Oh, everybody pray for Levi's plant that went to pot heaven today. Oh, Levi's plant went to pot heaven. God bless you, pot plant. We retired. My grandkids were in Jupiter, and we moved down here, and they got a divorce, and he moved in with us with the kids, and he beat me up, and I had to leave the house because we weren't getting along. So I had to leave a 40-year marriage because my son and I didn't get along. Thanks, Fearless Fox. R.I.P. pot plant. Hey, Deb, how's it going? Thanks for everybody coming in. Oh, we got 10 likes. Hey, we got 10 likes. It's time to feed the catfish. Somebody didn't watch. I said 10 likes, we're going to feed the catfish. Because I drank all the time. But I didn't bother anybody, Johnson. I was retired. I'm disabled. I drank every day, and he didn't like it. So when I would say something like, hey, you want to pay some rent around here? Do you want to clean up around here? He would get mad and throw me down. And then they called the cops and had me Baker acted because I have some mental illnesses. Then a mental ill patient beat me up and lied and said I beat him up, and I went to jail for 15 days. This all happened in the past 4 months. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's feed the fish. Let's feed the fish. Y'all ready to feed the fish? Man, those are big catfish. Now here's the inside joke. Catfish are eating tuna-flavored cat food. Tuna-flavored catfish. It boggles the mind. Ugh. They're eating themselves. They're cannibal catfish. Love you, Jason. It's getting a little hot. Got a fan. I got a fan up here blow on me. No, I haven't sailed to the Bahamas. Love you, Michael. So welcome to God Goes Fishing. I'm sure we're just a bunch of people that know each other by now. I'm trying to figure out why we are divided as a people. Why, and it's even proven here. People come in my room and criticize me. They come in here and attack me. They judge me. Why? Why? Why can't we figure out what gets us along together? What's the common denominator? Thanks, Jason. I could have used a buddy this morning, that's for sure, man. I got lonely as shit. Anyway, this is a good book. This is my dad's book. So this is a gift from my dead father. That's all I got from my dad at 2 years old, a Bible. And I found a lot of shit in there, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stories in that book. The Freemasons study Solomon's temple in that book and how everybody got along to make the most perfect temple ever. The wood for Solomon's temple was cut off-site, and it fit with such perfect exactness, it seemed to be an act of God. The stones in the quarry were cut off-site. This temple was put together with all these things coming with measurements, dimensions, people involved in each step of the way, and it went together perfectly. King Solomon's temple was thought to be the most beautiful edifice ever built, and that's what the Freemasons study. That's what we base our beliefs on, that every man can get along and agree and produce a perfect work. We can all get along and produce perfection, just like the founders of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. There were atheists, there were godly people, there were people agnostic, and they quarreled for months and months and months. Then they prayed about it, and within 2 weeks they produced the most perfect document the Declaration of Independence ever produced in any country. This is a beautiful country. My religion is 100% United States constitutionally approved. It welcomes all races, all creeds, all sects, all beliefs, all religions. My religion is the number one religion. It's God, and that's it. When I pray, I say, "Dear God, amen," which means I call upon you and I agree with whatever the hell you're about to tell me. Dear God, amen. I live in your will. If there's nothing more, there's nothing more to do. Once you start bringing religion and church and Jesus and all this, it complicates everybody. Good luck in the wrestling tournament, Jason. Hope he gets a pin. Suplex! What's up, Phil? How you doing, man? Tennessee, right? Tennessee, right, Phil? Jason's boy's a wrestler. Levi is a spiritual animal. Levi is a spiritual animal. The only thing my dad left me, 2 years old, he left me with my crazy mother, 5 stepfathers, moved all over the country, no help with my ADD, no help with my dyslexia. I had to learn about life on my own. I built a chip on my shoulder so big Mount Rushmore could be carved into the chip on my shoulder. And it took until 2016 at 55 years old for God to put me in the floor and say, dude, let's go over this real quick. I said, okay, what do we got? He goes, well, you failed at everything. You've had abusive parents and your whole life's a bunch of trash and you made it through it and you're a happy guy. I want you to get on YouTube as a prophet and talk to people. That's me, God. You got your man. I'm a prophet. I'm full of love. We emptied my whole baggage compartment out. We went through my whole life and we justified and we judged me. I judged me. I don't let a preacher judge me. I don't let people judge me. God judged me that night, and he found me to be beautiful at the end of it, just like when I was born. You're beautiful when you're born. And then the adults fuck you up. So we got rid of all the F you up part of Jay. We kept the good part, the experiences. We just didn't get rid of my past. We reveled in my past. I love my past. I'm an experienced guy. I've been around the block a few times. I've met thousands of people and developed a borderline personality disorder because of it. I developed a mental illness because of all the people I've met, along with a bad childhood. I would take your story, I would judge it against his story, and then I would tell that guy your story, and I would tell that guy your story, and I would figure out if you knew what you were talking about or they knew what they were talking about. And it was a disorder until I understood I'm a multi-personality guy because I've met so many people. I've got so many great friends. I've got Marcus Guerra in San Antonio. I've got a stepdad that I used to hate because he choked my mom, and we talk on the phone. His name's Hector Rene Samaripa. So I know Mexican. I've lived in El Paso. I've lived in Arizona. I've lived in Georgia, Florida, Kentucky, Hawaii, and California. And now I'm giving the message of God to everybody. This is my mathematical formula. I know it's hard to understand, but if you've gone to 3rd grade, you've seen something called a fraction, right? This is a fraction. This book fractions people. This book fractions people. But it's got the answers in it too. So anyway, religion over you does not equal 1. No. Religion over you does not equal 1. God over you, me, us, equals us. God over you, me, us, equals you, me, us. That's the only numerator that can go there. You can't serve many masters, like James said in chapter 5. You can't serve many masters. You're serving a preacher. You're serving a church. You're serving your children up to religion. You're serving God who you don't even know because the preacher doesn't know how to explain him to you because he's never seen him like I have. You're listening from a guy that went to a freaking college, learning from people that haven't had the experience with God I have. I'm telling you from the heart what he does. They're telling you from a book, from a brick and mortar building with no inspirational divinity. I've been inspirationally, divinely touched. I'm a prophet. But no church will hire me. No church will hire me as a missionary right now. Why? All I do is talk about God. What's the big hang up here? Mama Dukes! Papa Jerry made me clean the boat from us fishing. It got hot. It was miserable. We were scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing for half an hour. We jumped in the pool. He made spare ribs, corn on the cob, coleslaw, and potato salad for my birthday. I gave him the biggest hug, man. He said, "You're not going to be alone on your birthday, boy." Papa Jerry walked right up the ladder and took me with him. Walking along the deep blue light of that Miracle Mile, me and Mary making our way into the night. You could hear the cries from the carnival ride, pinball bells and the skee ball slide, watching the summer sun fall out of sight. There's a warm wind coming in off of the ocean, making its way past the hotel walls to feed the street. Thanks, CK. I bought it off Facebook. I'm a clothes whore. Facebook shows me these fancy clothes and I put them on. It's long sleeve. I like it. It's real light. It's real light. Got a fan blowing on me now. Uh-oh, heavy rollers coming in. Heavy rollers. Whoa. We're rocking and rolling now, boys and girls. Should be a heavy traffic weekend. It's a beautiful day. There should be a lot of boats going by, so I rock a lot. And then when I go to dry land, I feel unsteady on sidewalks, and it never changes. I've been on the boat 14 hours, and I go to land for 8, and I keep rocking back and forth. Hey, I want a coffee too. I'm an asshole. Asshole. I'm assholio. Got me a fan, Michael. Yeah, and she can't talk on the telephone. I tried to call her. Just makes you stronger, girl. You gotta feel sorry for people that hate. You gotta feel sorry for people that hate. You can't hate people that hate. That doubles the hate. Think of the fraction. Hate over hate equals what? Hate over hate equals hate. You can't fractionalize hate. You gotta love that hate. You gotta be stronger, and you don't deserve that hate, whatever it is. Whatever. I tried to call Tori to see if I should come back on live today, and she said she's not allowed to talk on the phone. Thanks, Maggie May. I'm a happy guy. I talk about hard shit. I've had a hard life. Some of the stories get kind of violent. Some of the thoughts and emotions get kind of weird. It wasn't fun. It wasn't fun learning how to do that. They sent me to extra, it's called marching party and boot camp. I was fucking around, making fun of people. So they sent me all night long to do calisthenics. And they made me do leg lifts, and I had the weakest stomach in the world. My back was strong, always has been strong. Surfing made my back strong. Digging holes and ditches made my back strong. You can't put a nail through my lower back. I'm a strong man. So anyway, that night at the calisthenic, I just said, please God help me, please God help me. Hey, Athena. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hope you got your things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I gotta relax, I'm all tensed up trying to hit the chords. That's not good, you gotta learn to be relaxed. All right. All right. Thank you, Melinda. It was lonely with none of my children saying happy birthday to their dad. The same dad that gave birth to them, each in their own beautiful way. My oldest son, who kicked me out of my house, was born on a night when my virgin wife gave herself to me in a living room of my cousin's house next to a fireplace. Therefore, we decided we were going to get married. I said, I'm going to live up to my responsibility. She goes, I don't need you to live up to your responsibility. I said, but I'm a duty-filled soldier kind of guy. And that's the way I was. I didn't give her deep love because my mom taught me sex was the best love, and I was giving sex to everybody I could. So I screwed over my wife quite a bit. But I loved my children, and we went on vacations. I worked night jobs so I could play with them during the day. I used to sign them out of school. I changed one of their grades in a teacher's notebook so they wouldn't fail. I almost beat up a 6'4" guy for stealing my son's bicycle. I was a great dad. I took them fishing. They played baseball. They played football. My daughter was one of the best cheerleaders you ever seen. Sack that quarterback with eye-to-eye contact. Sack that quarterback with eye-to-eye contact. She was a bad little cheerleader, man. That's her. That's her. That's my daughter. That's us walking down the aisle 2 years ago. 2 years ago, we walked down the aisle. Now she won't call me and say happy birthday. I was a stay-at-home dad with her. I took her to parks. We flew kites. We went fishing. Now she won't even say happy birthday, Dad. She won't even say happy birthday. Fucking life sucks. Hope you got your things together. Hope you are quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. Stop taking one eye for an eye. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Don't go out tonight, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. I love it here. I love all you guys here. Thanks for helping me out. Thanks for being here. I'm lonely. I live on a fucking sailboat in a river. There's not enough room for a party in here. There's not enough room for a mate. Thank you all. Thank you all. No Lawrence man has lived to be this old in 3 generations. I'm the oldest Lawrence man in 3 generations. I didn't have a dad, didn't have a grandpa. They all died way before I was around. I had to make this shit up on my own. I'm pretty creative. I got a wild imagination. I've got a wild memory. I've got a wild spirit. I've got a wild look in my eye. Crazy son of a bitch. That guy's a crazy son of a bitch. Get on his channel. Thanks, Tupac. Tupac Shakur. Mama. Mama. I love Tupac. I had his shirt. He was my Confederate soldier showing the man. Tupac told the man, hey, stop overlooking us little people, man. Morning, Charles. Trying to figure something out here, buddy. Why have Muslims increased their congregation while Christians are dying? Why is the Muslim religion going to be the #1 religion by 2040? Christians aren't teaching the Holy Spirit. They're not dynamic. They're not lifting you up. They scare you with hell and Satan and demons and negativity and judgment and criticism. Look at those people over there. They're not like you. Treat them different. Don't treat them the same. They're not our religion. Get rid of them. Get away from them. They're religious of a different sort. I wasn't here either, Athena. I wasn't here either. My day sucked. I miss my family. I told my wife I still love her. My kids didn't say happy birthday. My best friend Jerry made me the most delightful spare rib meal with coleslaw, potato salad, and corn. Thanks, Maggie May. Love you. Thanks, Maggie May. We love you. Why can you hurt loved ones more than strangers? Why? Why do you hurt loved ones? Why can they hurt so deep? Why don't we treat them like strangers? Thanks for the birthday wishes, Cotton. Hey, Jaden. Thanks, Dakota. 63 years old. 63. God can take me today. I want to be a pro surfer tomorrow. I want to be reincarnated. I want to be reincarnated. Why can't your family just say hi like you're a stranger? Why do they got to have some deep emotional fucking hatred? Why's it got to be some deep emotional hatred? Thank you for saying something, Dakota. I raised my right hand and gave my life to America, best country ever invented. Our Constitution, this is my Bible. Our United States Constitution is the best document ever written. It changes for people. We have laws that change. We give people a break. We try to be inclusive. Not like religion where they point their finger and Muslims are bad and Christians are stupid and Mormons, what the hell is that all about? Joe found an archangel up in New Jersey on a drunken night and he made some frickin' church out in Arizona about it. Hey, follow me. Hey, I saw an archangel. Hey, follow me. Guess what? I saw God twice. Follow me. I'm not asking anybody to follow me. I'm just telling you what I've seen. Don't follow me. I'm my own religion. I don't want your religion. I don't want your religion. I don't want your religion. I'm my own religion. I'm a worldly man filled with God and love. I am a beautiful religion. I accept and welcome everybody. You can say whatever you want on this channel you want to. She didn't answer me back. She didn't answer me back. She did wish me a happy birthday, though. I got that going for me. Shout out to my two grandchildren, Jordy and Lainey. Their birthday is today, May 18th. She is 3 years old, a beautiful little red-haired wild child. And I haven't seen her. I wasn't welcome to the birthday party because I drink on YouTube, so they didn't want me around. And then Jordy is 13. I'm 50 years older than him. He was born in Hawaii. Everybody want to see around the boat? If I get to 25 likes, I'll take a walk around the boat. And maybe feed the catfish if you're lucky. Maggie May wants to see the boat. Wake up, Maggie, I think I got something to say to you. It's late September and I really think I should be back in school. I'm doing good, Leonardo. Captain J. Lawrence arriving. Ding, 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 ding. I was an actor as a child. I've been an actor my whole life. I can do voices, I can sing. I've got rhythm, I'm creative, I'm imaginative. God gave me my talent and I found it again. I lost it. I was a dad for 40 years, so I wasn't working in my talent. But Thanksgiving of 2016, God put me on the floor for 3 hours, showed me my whole life, emptied my box of bullshit. We kept the experience, we kept the confidence, we kept the happiness that I made it out of all that shit. And we filled the box with love. So that's all I got. I just love everything. I'm 100% love. And there's my mathematical formula. What over us equals 1. It's an easy formula. God over all of us equals 1. Not Jesus, not religion, not a church. God. the hardest word in the English world language. God is the most powerful word. I come to the garden alone, while the dew is on the roses, and the thoughts in my head as I tarry there, the Son of God supposes. And he walks with me and he talks with me. He tells me I am his own. And the thoughts we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. Thanks, Fearless. Fearless Fox. Jesus cried out to God. Jesus cried out from the cross to who? Who did Jesus cry to? Tell me that answer, Christians. We got to break this up. We got to break this log jam up. Why aren't we getting along? Why do Muslims don't hate Christians, but Christians hate Muslims? What's up with that? Or maybe they do. Maybe they hate each other. Stop hating each other. Over a religion? Who did Jesus call out to from the cross? Hey, it sucks down here. They fucking killed me. They're stabbing me. I'm hanging up here and they're stabbing me. They won't quit. These stepdads keep coming at me. Row after row after row of stepfathers dressing me in women's clothing. Hold me under a swimming pool till I breathed in water. Dear God, why hast thou forsaken Jay? Why did that one stepdad love to get the belt out for 30 minutes and just whip my ass? How bad was I in life? Did I deserve a 30-minute ass whipping? Over and over and over and over. But here's the confusing part. He was an air traffic controller. So he beat me, he hated me, he beat up my little brother, but he took me to the nicest airports, and I got to see the Thunderbirds from an air traffic control tower. Kind of confuses a kid, doesn't it? Guy puts you underwater to breathe water to kill you, then he takes you to an air traffic control tower and acts like nothing happened. That's bipolarism in action. I'm not a biologically, chemically depressed person. I'm a life depressed person. So when I came out in 2016, I realized it wasn't a chemical thing. It was a mental illness that was built into my body as a young man. They put wires on my head when I was 5 and they didn't tell me why. I thought they were reading my mind, and that's when I came out at 5 years old. I didn't care anymore. Day-to-day living. I'm disturbed, I'm mentally ill. I'm gonna make people laugh, I'm gonna be creative, I don't give a shit about life. My dad died, now I've got a mental illness. God's gonna turn me into a surfing raccoon preacher. I'm coming back as a raccoon surfing preacher. I don't want to be a preacher. It's a hard job. You got to get up every day and think of something. I'd rather just surf as a raccoon. Hey, rich kid, thanks for stopping by. Oh. I'm the only guy that's met God twice that I've ever talked to. I've never met anybody like me. I'm rare. No one's ever been like me before. I don't listen to Jesus anymore, Dart. I listen to God. Jesus, I passed him 3 stoplights ago. He led me to God. For the only way to the Father is through who? I found the way. It's in the Bible. You can find it too. It's in there. Read. It's hard for me to read. I'm dyslexic and I found it. The only way to the Father is through the Son. Jesus took me to God. He's a prophet. Muslims believe it. Muslims believe in Jesus. They just don't say he's God. That's the only difference. Lighten up. It's just one word. It's a small distinction. Chill out. Jesus didn't want you to praise him like God. Jesus never said, praise me like God. He said, follow me. He said, follow me. Don't put him up on an altar. Don't put Jesus on an altar. Put God on the altar. Put you on the altar. Put a calf on the altar. Let's have some food today. Somebody make me some barbecue. Dark Moon. Dark Moon, that's a lie. That is a blatant lie, Dark Moon. He said, the way to the Father's through me. There's one. He sat on the cross and said, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? There's two. When he died on Easter and rose to heaven, he sat on the right hand of the Father. There's three. There's three ways that Jesus said he's not God, but you Christians, because of the Catholic Church made something called a Trinity, you Christians believe that Jesus is God. You're missing the big picture. You're missing the big picture. God's powerful. Jesus is a prophet. Jesus wasn't in the white light when I went there. I passed Jesus at my prayer on my knees. He said, go on. He's up there. It's a white light. Go to it. And I went to it. And God put his warm, loving arms around me in that white light. And he showed me my life. And he goes, man, you're a tough son of a bitch. I gave you five main stepfathers. Crazy ones. Beat on you, hated on you, moved you around the country, changed your name so you lost your identity. 5 stepfathers changed my name 5 times before I was 13. I had no identity. I was lost, empty, saved by Jesus, but I kept getting beat up. What did Jesus do for me lately? I was saved at 13, but I was homeless at 16. Dropped out of high school, tried college, dropped out of college, tried the military, dropped out of the military, tried marriage, just dropped out of a 40-year marriage. I've been around the block. Y'all want to see the boat? Let's see the boat. My thing is, you can do it. You all have the same power. All right, hold on. Let me get out. All right, let's go. Once around the boat, there's the door. There's the hatch. There's my kitchen, sink, stove, mayo. Now that's going to get me sick. There's the front. There's the potty. There's some Tory Danish. There's some Danish for Tory. Yummy, yummy, Tory. Yummy, yummy. There's my guitar. There's my new fan. There's my navigation system. Now we do the scene from the Titanic. Oh, sole mio, ciao ciao bambino, 3 pounds per kilo, and Tony Quinn, Cinzano et mia ferro, e Jacques e Brillo. Out here on my boat. Isn't that pretty? Pretty day. There's my generator. There's my hatch going down inside. Hello. Hello. Pretty nice little 25-footer. Got my fishing poles out. Now to make the climb back in the cabin. Now, I'd like to take a moment out for a captain's privilege over the back of the boat. You all give me just a minute. I don't want to tell you how disgusting catfish are, but I just poured my number one over the edge and they came and they swam through it. So remember, when you're eating catfish, watch what they swim through. I think I've decided to stay on the boat all day. Yeah, I think I did. A month this week. Catfish are disgusting. I can't believe I used to eat catfish. 81 through 83. My career was cut short in the Navy because of tore my ACL. But they didn't find it. They misdiagnosed it and tried to send me back to duty. But I didn't want to go back because my knee was still messed up. So that's when I got down and prayed, because I was distorted, demented, and lost on Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. Nobody cared about me. Nobody cared. So I got down and read the book in my barracks room all by myself, and God came to visit me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Makes me feel special in life. Thank you, Zombie Queen. Absolute. That's my message. God goes fishing. I got news for you. They ate poop off the top too, simple girl. They ate poop right off the top. Assalamu alaikum to Muslim people. Happy Saturday to Christian people. I got to pay for gas in my dinghy to go to the shore every day. I live on an anchor. I don't have electricity. I've got solar panels, so my batteries stay charged up. Careful, simple girl. Watch what you put in your mouth. Hell yeah, it does. I thought about taking my life today, David. I'm out of a 40-year marriage, and I thought about ending my life today until I laid down on this bench and prayed a little bit. And God said, you're a preacher, boy. Get on that live stream and start preaching. I told you. I gave you a book. I gave you this book. I got a PhD. I like mahi-mahi. Mahi-mahi is a good fish, or otherwise known as dolphin. I guess I live on the edge, David. Every day I could die or live. I don't care. But I don't hate the earth. I don't hate the earth. I love it here. I love the world. I love feeding squirrels. No, I hate sushi. Tastes like fish. I love the world. I love my wife. I love my 40-year marriage. I love my kids. I love everything. I don't hate anything. I don't hold it against anybody for anything. I've left people off better off than I found them, always. I've left people better off than I found them, always. I gave away my business. God took everything from me, my family, my business, and my life as I knew it, and fucked up a lot, and turned me into this box of love. And he said, go buy a sailboat. And I was sitting at a gas station a month ago, and I was like, are you serious, God? At 5:30 in the morning? Why am I sitting at a gas station? The guy sitting next to me goes, hey, man, good morning. I said, hey, good morning. Come to find out he lives on a boat for 6 months. I looked at him and I went, hey, man, I just asked God last night, should I live on a sailboat? And here's my answer. Amen, David. Thank you. Amen. Amen. The Louisville Cardinal football team, college. I'm a Lamar Jackson fan. I watched him play at Louisville. Thanks, CK. Thank you. Ah, you made my heart light up. Now you're gonna make me cry. CK. Man, to be needed or wanted, that feels so good. Washing Jerry's boat yesterday, knowing he couldn't climb up. David, I don't mean to be morbid or rude, but man, I've done it all. I really have. I've worked my ass off. I was pouring concrete at 16 years old, you know. I've had 40 jobs in 35 years. I've been fired over 20 times. I had to build my own business to be successful. It took me to do all that. And I love it. I loved it. I'm ready to come back. I want to come back. I want to come back as a surfing raccoon preacher. That's it. I have no Bronco. I saw the white light. God told me everything's fine. I can never kill myself because that's what he told me. Just tough it out, tough it out, tough it out. A brown-eyed elephant. Is your trunk up today or is your trunk down, Cricket? Is your trunk up? Or are you celebrating life like a trunk-up elephant? That was Cricket's elephant. A raccoon. I want to be a raccoon, a thief in the night. I like hanging around garbage cans and eating garbage. I'm a raccoon. Cricket. What animal, Tori? Mama Dukes asked you a question. Tori. My wife Trina does a hell of an elephant. She does a good. She loves elephant. We got an elephant we had. An elephant coffee table. Hey, I'd like everybody to throw a heart up for CK. I want everybody to throw a heart up for CK. This is honest. This is straight from the heart. I'm putting the pipe up. I'm taking my hat off. Everybody be quiet a minute. Just hold on. Everybody hold on. Thanks for raising your right hand, brother. Thanks for doing it. I'm sorry the job you had was the job you had. I'm sorry, brother. You've been through the torment and the war and the hell just like I have, and I take my hat off to you, CK. If you're dealing with anything PTSD or trauma related, you know, you hear my story, man. I got it early in life. The military couldn't touch me. I was badass, man. I'd done anything. I would have done anything in the military. I almost wanted to be a SEAL. I wanted to test myself, see how strong I was. God bless you, man. You made it. God bless you. We all raise our hand. We all raise our hand, and some don't come back. I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white and ain't too clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. That's me and Uncle Joe. It's trying to survive a cotton farm in the Great Depression. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Well, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't keep what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This goes out to CK. This makes me cry. I know I've been here as a military man before. This one here was taken overseas in the middle of hell in 1943. It was the winter time. You could almost see my breath. That's my tail gunner, O.C.K. McGee. He was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back up to the day we left. And if it looked like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. Well, a picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't hide what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This one makes me really cry. It's about my wife. This one is my favorite one. This is me and Grandma in the summer sun and the winter. Well, that rose was red and her eyes were blue. And just look at that smile. Ooh, I was so proud. I'm not going to sing it. It hurts too bad. I can't sing it. Anyway, CK. God bless your heart, man. God heart. And every other part about you. Freedom. I don't even know what real freedom is, David. I'm scared to be free. I'm scared shitless to be free. I might get out there and buy another $800 ball of cocaine and get some hookers. I got plenty of money in the bank. I'm scared shitless. I've done it before. I just hope God keeps me away from that. That's why he put me on a sailboat, because there's no hookers and blow out here. Anybody got any? Can I DoorDash hookers and blow? Simple girl, I've had 6 years of mental health therapy. I've had 6 years of mental health therapy. As far as I'm concerned, I'm fine. I don't know what you see. I don't know what you think you see, but I'm fine. I've got God in my life, right? I got God in my life. Hats off to my nephew, Frank Roach. He was also in a Ranger battalion, had over 100 and something jumps and ruined his body for America. Hats off to my nephew, Frankie Roach, and his brother, Jacob Roach, who served in the Marines. My grown son served in the Navy. Hats off to all of them. Hats off to all of them. Thank you for your service, everybody. Thanks for raising your hand for whatever reason you went in for. I had to get out of town. I owed a dealer some money, so I got out of town and joined the military real quick. That's how I got in. So when people say thanks for your service, it goes all the way back to, I owed that guy $100 for some pot and I couldn't pay him. So that's why I raised my hand the next day, and I was in boot camp, far, far away from those troubles. All my troubles seem so far away. I had a drug dealer running after me that day, so I joined the Navy. Why? I had to quit my university, my drama career. I bought some pot on credit and I was found in the arrears yesterday. I left my drug dealer and I joined the Navy. Next thing I know, I'm on an aircraft carrier sailing the seas. Oh, yesterday. No, I never paid the dealer. How about the nuclear navy, Levi? The nuclear navy's been around since the 50s. Tori, I'm sorry, I thought it was Levi. I had something in my eye. The nuclear navy has had no big accidents in 70 years of running nuclear underwater. Is that crazy? I'm with people. Shot Juju, I told you, I'm not on one side or the other. I'm with people. It doesn't matter. I overlook religion. I overlook nationality. I overlook gayness, happiness, sadness. I just like people, dude. When are you going to wake up? J over U equals 1. U over J equals 1. God over us equals us. It's a mathematical formula. We love each other. It's no secret. We don't have Satan here. We don't have hell here. We don't scare little children into hell here. We're all born innocent. And I went back. I went back and found my innocent child. Do you know how hard that is? Do you know how hard it is to love yourself as an innocent child? Not hard at all. Not hard at all. Treat yourself like an innocent child and build yourself up from the beginning if you have to. I did. I had to. I hated myself. I hated every inch of this man at 55 years old. I was having sex with everything, cheating on my wife like I usually did, running $1 million business and everybody's having sex behind everybody's back. It did not bless God. It had to be getting rid of. I walked away from it for no money whatsoever. I painted Love's Locksmith on the side of my van. I thought that was my calling, and I drove around locksmithing on my own and preaching about Jesus to people. That wasn't my calling. I was to take it one more step to the God level. Jesus is Jesus, God is God, and I'm in God's image, not Jesus's image. I'm Christ-like. Jesus is like me. See, that's where Christians will come on here and blast me. Jesus is like me. I'm like Jesus. It's equal. God, I'm not like God. I use his power. I need him. Tori, I passed up a golden opportunity yesterday. The grocery store had a 50-pound bag of peanuts for the squirrels, and I didn't buy it. I felt so bad. I was depressed. I was so depressed on my birthday. I needed to buy Gatorade. Jerry took Jerry and I went to the grocery store. I passed up all the canned goods. I passed up the Gatorades. They were buy two, get two free. I could have stocked up on Gatorade. I just was depressed. I didn't care about myself. I didn't want to live. I didn't want to be around anybody. And Jerry kept pulling me along. Come on, boy. Get this. Get that beer. Get 4 cases of beer. Thanks, Alyssa. Thank you, Alyssa. God bless your heart. Thanks, Vape King. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I put a new pin on my hat, everybody. Everybody see my new pin? I'm a Freemason. Crystal Lynn, will you hire me? Can I do your homeless missionary work? Congratulations, Crystal. Congratulations. Just third degree. Just third degree. Blue Lodge. I was this close to being the master, but I dropped out because of I had a midlife crisis and I wasn't going to act Masonic the next few years. So I demitted. Psychological abuse is worse than physical abuse. I'd rather be physically abused than psych abused. Psychological abuse is the worst. This is my dad's Bible he gave me. I've got a PhD in the understanding of the spirituality involved in this book. No, I didn't read the whole thing, but I found God in it and it empowered my life. So it's a book. You read a book, you go on to the next book, right? Here's the next book. It's being written right now, today, right here on this sailboat. Anybody want to see the sailboat? Anybody brand new, just dropped in? Y'all want to see the boat? Appreciate the likes, appreciate the subscriptions. All right, don't talk about it. All right, let's see the boat. Hey, the boat. There's the sink. It's dirty. I need to clean my sink. There's my stove. There's my bowl, my toothbrush, my coffee cup, boat keys, my Maui gems. Got some sweet Maui gems. Oh, got some sweet Maui gems. Papa, I bought these Maui gems. They're real expensive, and I put them on, and Papa Jerry goes, "That looks like what retarded kids wear when you went to school." Sweet. Sweet. All right. I got some tuna fish. I got some coffee. I got peanut butter. I got some rice. Got some paintbrushes. Got some paintings I do. There's my front cabin. There's the hatch. Oh, the hatch. There's my bedroll. There's my toilet. She's a 25-foot Bayfield made in Canada. Clinton, Ontario. Cool little pocket door here. You can close yourself off. Even on 25 feet, you can close yourself off in the cabin and be all alone. Another sink. 25 feet and I got 2 sinks. It's a pretty good deal. I am from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a proud redneck boy. I'm a proud hillbilly. My family goes back to Kentucky over 200 years. My wife's family goes back to Kentucky over 200 years. There's the other side. Starry, starry night. Drawn by my friend's daughter while I sat there Sunday. My daughter. Some fishing lures. A fan. A sign. My ship to shore bag. My navigation. Little 25-foot Bayfield. There's Tori's buddies. There's Tori's friends. Hey, Tori's friends. How you doing today? We're going to be quiet. We're going to keep our voices down so you don't have to yell. Singing on stage in my first role at University of Texas El Paso in the drama department as a singing Italian waiter in front of 400 people a night. And little Jay got to sing La donna mobile qual più mal vento mutata cento e di pensier. And I was 19 years old and people applauded me and I stole the stage for that 15 seconds. That was my favorite. All right, everybody wants to see the fish. Let's go see the fish. Multi-purpose coffee cup. All right, y'all ready? Y'all ready for some craziness? Is that crazy or what? Catfish eating tuna flavored cat food. Yes, my cricket. I've been told that my daughter-in-law, who won't let me come to the birthday party today for my granddaughter, watches my live stream. So yeah, she says she's hooked. She says she's hooked over it. So my own daughter-in-law says she likes it, but my kids won't admit to it. I know they watch it. I know they watch it. They do, because that's why they won't let me to the birthday parties, because I was drinking all that bourbon. They didn't like all that. They said, oh, you're drinking too much. Okay, I'll stop. Wow, that's unbelievable. I'm sorry, Juju. I'm sorry. God bless you, Juju. Get out. Got to get out there and earn some money, I guess. Life's hard. I had to work 3 jobs at a time because I didn't use my intellect until I was 50. I thought I was stupid till I was 50. I didn't believe in my IQ. The Navy, on my way out, said I had a 79 IQ. So I didn't believe in myself. I didn't trust myself. I was mentally damaged as a kid. Why would I trust myself? And it took me 50 years to build a business and employed 8 people, had a store, had vans. We became #1 the second year. Locksmith company in Louisville, Kentucky. I built it from the trunk of my car. serving people like I always did. I serve pizzas. I serve car parts. I serve newspapers. I love serving people. I always have. Believe it or not, I served my children to the best of my ability. But I served them an extra helping of borderline personality disorder. So they don't have the experience that I had to get it, but they've got the understanding of, hey, they've dealt with a guy that's pretty special. But see, they don't say special, they call me damaged. One man's damaged is another man's special. I'm special. Love you, Tori. Can't wait till you get back. I had no identity, Alyssa. They changed my name 5 times before I was 13. They made me feel damaged, abused, and guilt-filled and shamed. Why would I trust anything in this head? I was smart as shit. Man, I could fly on tests. I was the best in the room on tests. I scored higher than anybody. I pushed myself because I hated myself. I had to be better than you my whole life. I had to work harder than you my whole life. I had to show you how much better I was than you my whole life. And then I quit. I didn't care anymore. I don't have to show you how better I am. Now I just tell you about my experience. I've had a beautiful life, a busy life. Be busy. Be busy. I've had a very busy life. Not much sitting around watching TV for this guy. Until the last 6 years, I sat around drinking because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was retired, disabled, living in my retirement home. And then my grown son comes in and beats me up till I leave. And now I'm living on a sailboat with a Bible in my hand, talking on YouTube about God goes fishing to people. I'm sorry, Alyssa. I just read your text. You know, my sister was raised in the same upbringing. Now, they didn't damage her as bad as they damaged me. Hey, Charity, good to see you again. But she became a Navy engineer. My brother became a stockbroker. I became a dad. I guess I chose the wrong profession. I should have been a stockbroker or a Navy engineer like the other intelligent people in my family. What's up, Ava? How's it, Ava? Absolutely, Alyssa. That's awesome. She turned it around. It can always get better from here. I was ready to take my life this morning. I said a prayer, and I've been online now for 3.5 hours with talking about God and sharing things and you all talking back and forth. Thank you, Juju. God does bless me. I think I'm going to take a break. Everybody say hi to each other, say bye to each other. I'm going to take a break. I'm God blessed from top to bottom, tips to toes. I am God blessed. Thanks, Richard. Thank you so much for helping out. Thank you every day. Thanks, Denise, for coming by. You're welcome, John. My pleasure. Love you, CK. It's all good. I'll wear my cute little shirt out in public today. I'll talk to you at 7 o'clock for the sunset. We'll do the sunset. Yes, the boat moves. It's got an 8 horsepower diesel motor in it. Anybody wants to come back at 7 o'clock, we do a sunset show. Love you.